Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 161 of Show Fever. Today we'll be going over Call You by Niko DeMille. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, hold up. I've already heard that song before. I was thinking of Call You Mine by 12V, which is a song that I've been really loving recently. I've been kind of going back and listening to some of 12V's older stuff, and I'm like, whoa. I say older stuff when it only released like less than a year ago. But yeah, I've been going back to it, and I was like, hey, I like this. This is new. This is a new Call song, and it is very different. And with this, Call You. So that's the name of the song. And so the lyrics predominantly focus about Niko's desire to just like give everything to his girlfriend, adoring her and all of that, and seeing her as like the epitome of all things. And it's just a really wholesome song. I mean, it's not really lyrically like deep, but it is just very wholesome. It's a very upbeat song. It's really enjoyable. We see as he expresses his just desire to give everything to her, to do anything for her, and just be there for her at all times. So it's a very heartwarming song. But then also, we get like little expressions of him also wanting everything that she's willing to offer, because he wants to fully envelop himself within her, to be fully, I guess, not mesmerized, but for her to be the air which he breathes, for her to surround him in every aspect, because he just wants to be fully engrossed in her. And it's really heartwarming, like I said, really, really special, little, like, very, I'd say, pretty song. And yeah. And so, like, yeah, that's all it really is for about the lyrics. But then we get to the visuals. Massive thematic contrast here. So it starts off with silence. We get like a little tune in the background. And we get this creepy eye shot. Like, okay, so I'm reporting off this, like, hot, like, straight off the fryer. Like, straight, I don't even know what, this is some, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so I like legit, I believe the song's actually been out for less than an hour as the time I'm recording this, because I mean, I had free time to record, so I was like, you know what, I'm instantly making a video on this John, because I really enjoyed the song. It was just a vibe, like, it had me going. This is a very goofy thing to be doing, but I was legit like hitting a little bit, like a little head turn like that, a little bit of a, but yeah, so like, the visuals, okay, the visuals, alright, I gotta lock in. So we started off, this uncanny, eerie angel like descends in like this alleyway. And it's like, it made me, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like it. And then like this black, like amalgamate tendril beast protrudes from its bottom. And we see his like camera runs away from it essentially. And then we get a bunch of like images of like old abandoned rundown churches, grown up cross imagery and all of that. So like, I love the thematic contrast here, because I believe that's really what Niko was going for with this one specifically, because like I said, it wasn't too lyrically intensive. However, the thematic contrast was like, whoa. It was, because you're watching this video and you're like, oh, but then you got this crazy good beat in your ear and like the beautiful lyrics, like the happy, joyous lyrics, and you're just grinning while I also got like this uncanny this uncanny feeling beset within you. But yeah, I did not like that intro. It's going to be the thumbnail because it was creepy. I didn't like it. It reminded me, okay, it's like the mask reminded me, okay, if you know Slipknot is a new metal band, I believe. They're like the biggest new metal band besides Korn. And so Corey's first mask was like this tattered kind of like graying mask. It like legit started to decay because ultimately he had dreads to begin with, but then he cut them and he embedded them in like the mask, so it like started to rot and decay and all that. It was really nasty because it also got vomit on it and everything, because they're new metal band, new metal bands, like the first two albums are always like on the verge of death, crazy. And it reminded me of a combination of that mask and his current mask as of what, album 8? Yeah, because We Are Not Your Kind was 7, and The End So Far was 8. But yeah, his current mask, like the white one, and it reminded me of that combined with the gray mask. Or honestly, it kind of reminded me of a combination of Sid's first mask, the gas mask, combined with Corey 8 mask. But yeah, so it was kind of eerie. I didn't like it. It was, like I said, it was uncanny, and I just was not a fan. But it's not to say I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed that it made me feel like that, because not much stuff makes me feel like that, but if it's kind of like eerie, uncanny, it gets me. I can't do it. But yeah, so then, like I said, the continued just kind of eerie imagery was just a great contrast to this very joyous song. I was just grinning during this song because it made me feel great. Like, it was so uplifting. Like, I hope this comes to Spotify, because this is like some, oh crap, what's the name of the song? Upside Down from the Curious George soundtrack. Like, that song, it just makes you smile. It makes you feel joyous, like everything is going right and nothing could go wrong. This song made me feel like Upside Down. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of the major stuff of it. Like I said, the lyrics, they were good, but they like weren't anything crazy, like in depth. Like we have with other Niko songs, which obviously we can't expect that with every song, but we can expect masterpieces with every song because this was also a masterpiece because of the thematic contrast. Like we've seen that with some Niko DeMille songs, but like, cause like the last song, Carolina, the visual fit, the theme of the music, because it was kind of like a slower kind of tone. Like this song just had like a joyous beat, joyous lyrics. I've said joyous 8,000 times. I need to whip out the thesaurus here and look me up some synonyms. But like jovial, I guess the jovial beat. But yeah, it was just really enjoyable, and like I said, it made me grin. I'm still grinning from it because it was just a happy-go-lucky song. Besides the imagery, because the imagery was nightmare fuel, at least for the first part. Because I just see this thing descend, and I was not expecting that from a Niko DeMille visual. But yeah, that's all there really is for Call You by Niko DeMille. I really enjoyed it, and I hope we get more stuff like this, at least visualized, because like this is genuine cinematography. But yeah, I hope we get more of that, and I also do like if we had a song that had like the deep lyrics combined with this type of like, I guess, visual storytelling. Ooh, that'd be glorious, a masterpiece. I would love that till the cows come home. But yeah. Like I said, that's all there really is for Call You by Call You Call You by Niko DeMille, and all I really have for episode 161 of Shelf Reviews. So thank you very much for watching.